in the background you don't want nobody to say?
Nah.
Hey, and I think we're live. Yes, we are. Coda Street Live here. Omerta Clothing. Let's see. I don't know if anybody's in here. We'll wait, try to get the room filled up. See who's going to be in. I'm presently at right here. You can see Jay Gillies Heating and Air Conditioning. Best in Philadelphia with my cousin. If anybody knows somebody in Philly needs some heating and air, he's your man. You can contact me and I'll send you his information. Let's see. I'm not really too good at this, so I don't know who's in here. Let's see. Atwood Stacks. There he is, my brother, the man who's responsible for this. Stacks, if it wasn't for him, man, he's the guy that put me down with all this, giving me the encouragement. You know, I'm a pretty confident guy, but with Stacks, man, whew, I owe that dude. That's my brother, man. You know, for real, solid dude. So I'll give it a couple more minutes, man. Yeah, but this is my cousin's office. I help him out sometimes. You know, does heating and air conditioning, and you know, we got a lot of old stuff. We collect a lot of old antiques and trucks and coins, and that's a little side hobby of mine I like to do. And the number one thing is whatever I can turn this to is to benefit these kids and help. You know, it's never about financial. Well, obviously, yeah, it is because you need money to do things, but for me, it's more just the heart that I have that goes in it. You know, Stacks has a great heart too, man. That dude, phew, solid dude, man. You know, feeding Brian's Angels. If anybody doesn't see his channel, chatting with Stacks, man, you know, go check him out. Subscribe, like, great content. Great interview tonight coming up at 8 o'clock. Good friend. It's gonna be great. I don't want to spoil it. So, you know, where we at? 2 minutes in. We'll wait. Like Zach says, doesn't matter if you have one, you just keep talking, right? You got to keep giving people something. Uh, I recently uploaded a couple videos from a Scared Straight program, 1978, which I think is imperative because there's a lot of kids out there who maybe, could see something or a parent might not how to start a dialogue with their child. Maybe you could see the reality of, how it was. And it's one of the movies that I saw growing up. And I mean, obviously, I still made a couple mistakes, but you know, even through making mistakes, you realize that nothing. I don't think it's like that. You realize that other people are right. Maybe that's the biggest thing, ego. But ego. Yeah, ego gets you hurt every time. Ego, because you have to realize that there's always somebody that has more knowledge. Especially the older, the elder. That's why I'm a big advocate for kids because a lot of them don't know any better, and especially for older people. You know, the Stone Sailor. What's up, my brother? How you doing? That's another great guy, man. Just met him. We talked last night. Great conversation. You know, uh, good guy, man. Stacks too. You know, I don't know how many people. It doesn't matter, one or two. But my story is just. I'll keep talking a little bit, and then I'll get started in a couple minutes. But my number one thing is to use this platform to use my life experiences and to help kids. Number one, shout out to the military. I mean, guys like the Stone Sour, 20 years, and sent me some pictures today of some serious stuff, man. I mean, that's who we need to be, you know, honoring. That's who we need to be looking up to. That's who we need to be telling kids to look up to. Anybody can talk that friggin' street shit. I lived it. I've been shot. I went through all that, but I'm not proud of it. I mean, I'm glad I went through that so I can help a kid. I will go through it a million more times so another kid wouldn't have to go through it. You know, we all collectively have to get together and help these kids. Guys in the military are solid. I mean, they're protecting the home front. They get a lot of grief. I think they're very underpaid. I mean, I believe, I don't know, I have to check, but the suicide rate used to be 22 veterans a day. I mean, that's pretty sad. You know, God rest in peace, all the soldiers who died, in battle and just died just getting older, who went through the war, who gave that service, veterans. My father was a veteran, Army. Stone Sour's a veteran. There's a couple people. Chicky Telly, great guy. He's a veteran. He was in the Navy, 20 years too, I believe. They're the real men. They're the people who people need to look up to and see. To show their kids that the tough guy stuff. Hey, Damien, how you doing? What's up, brother? Great guy too. So I guess I'll get started, man. It doesn't matter if there's one, two, or three. Uh, this right here, Omerta Clothing, OmertaClothing.com. That's my line. No other letters involved. I hear there's other guys out there. Due to legal ramifications, I can't speak too much, but I am the first one who ever put this on clothes. The first one who came up with the concept. This week I'll show my trademark paperwork. But whoever's in here, man, hit the like button. I guess whoever can subscribe. But the main thing I want to talk about tonight is the epidemic. Stacks has been Anthony Tantamonico. How you doing, brother? I lost a kid who was like a son to me on Sunday. I got the call Tuesday. I dropped the phone. Uh, he wasn't answering my calls. He was my daughter's 26. He was 26 years old. God rest his soul. Accidental overdose. Um, he was like a son to me. And what Stacks is doing right now, and what we're about to embark on, we're on a journey to help these people. You know, um, I am an advocate for marijuana use, for mental disorders, for pain. I have a medical card. I've had 6 surgeries. I've been shot. So I was on a lot of medication at one time, Oxycontin. I used to be an oxymoron. Been off them since 2001. And then I started using cannabis. A doctor had suggested. And I found a lot of relief, being the stuff I went through, victim of the Catholic Church and the streets, a lot of stuff I was in, a lot of stuff I saw, the PTSD, losing friends, you know, I think that helped me a lot. Maybe I might have been a little bit different. It might have took me a little bit longer to wise up. I mean, there's still a lot to learn, but losing Sean Michael Tansky Sunday was a wake up call for me. You know, not even just Yankees for life. What's up? Not just like a a call for me to what I have to do. Wake up call for me to realize I'm not doing enough. I want to help these kids so much. That's all I care about. This clothing line, yeah, I love it. It's great. You know, my trademark has been infringed upon, so I hear, and there's stuff to deal with that. But whatever comes monetarily from that, even this, I barely have any subscribers. Thank you for the people who are in here. I really appreciate it. But with Sean's death bringing so much to light of this epidemic and how bad that it is and how much the government really doesn't care. The prison is a big business. It's a big money. And, you know, with Sean dying, I mean, I've had 2 friends of mine. He was 26. A couple of years back, my little brother died, 2015. God rest his soul. Professional boxer. Uh, he was like a brother to me. I mean, when you say brother, that's you say because you mean it. That's your brother. Um, 2 brothers, Michael and Jason Kirby, God rest their soul. They were young, 20s. They died 6 months apart in their mother's basement, same spot. Um, so I want to shed light. I want prevention. I want to help these kids and see that. I mean, when they want to be happy in life, be able to sit. It's the holiday season right now. People to sit under the tree and whether your religion, whatever your background, to be happy, to, have go to work, make that money, like, have nice things and to just have that sense of comfort in your family, everybody under one roof, your bills are paid. There's still a lot of work out there right now. And I just feel like it's my job to do more. And me coming in here talking to everybody tonight, like I said, I don't care if it's just one. I'm blessed. Thank you for my subscribers. I'm going to promise you from here on out every week. Like I said, Sean was a wake up call. So I'm going to be bringing a lot of good content. but I'm sure addiction has touched a lot of people in any way, shape, or form, and when you have addiction and you have youth and you have lack of that there of say maybe resources. I mean, most people don't even know that in your neighborhood when you pay taxes, your state representative, your mayor, whoever your local council, I mean, they technically work for you. There's a lot of resources out there. People don't know. Um, I'm going to be getting some stuff together in future shows and some resources, some lists in certain cities and states. I'm going to start really doing my homework, finding out. But anybody right here who's listening and has a family member going through something who's been touched, I mean, by the epidemic, there's definitely like, even if you don't know who your state rep is, it doesn't matter what party you are, there's always somebody. Like you could even call your local borough, you know, and find out what's going on. There's so much stuff out there that people are not utilizing. I mean, it's like Stacks always says, people are going to get high. Some people have to want to change, but I think if people start seeing more of like a couple flip clips that I put on a video was Scared Straight 1978, the factor that when you go to jail, it changes your life. I don't care if it's a day, 2 days, a week, a month, you're in there with animals. I mean, people don't care. There's no respect. Prisons are horrible. It's nothing to ever be glorified. Getting shot is nothing to be glorified. The pain, the agony, like I have PTSD, I have ADD. That's why I use cannabis. There's a lot of people suffering out there for maybe schizophrenia, bipolar. I have friends who suffer from a lot of that. People crack jokes, make fun. I don't think it's nothing to joke about. Some people medicate with street drugs because they're scared to go to a doctor and admit a problem. So maybe another drug compensates for something, but when it gets to the point where you can't handle it and you're, next thing you know, you went from smoking a joint to, which I don't really believe that weed is a segue. I think it's the mental state. You have to realize that, marijuana is a plant. It should be respected. Um, yeah, exactly. Cannabis heals, plants, not pills. And, that's the thing. Like, there's so many functions for that right now. And, you know, I wish Sean was like a son. That shit hurt a lot. But I'm not gonna let him die in vain. I'm here talking this because I know how imperative it is, man. I've lost so many people. I was on Oxycontin. I know how serious it is. You know, I'm advocating for cannabis, but what I'm more advocating for is us as a whole, as adults, to come together and save this fucking youth, man. I mean, every kid carries a 30-round clip. There's no self-esteem. Sean was going through depression. Gas boy, what's up, brother, man? Get my number off Stacks, man. I want to make sure you're all right. I was gonna come down and look for you last night. I'm here, man. I'm 10 minutes from wherever you're at. I want to help you. Get my number. You know, uh, it's serious shit. My son's 15, never met his mom. She was, I don't want to get into too much, but she was going through a tough time too. Went to jail, did stuff. You know, I could tell my story and try to get a tons of subs, but that's not what I'm worried about. What I went through, I would go through 10,000 more times. So not one kid would ever have to go through what I've seen or been through. It's not fun. So I want to realize that I want not just me, I want us all to realize that we can do this, man. We very, very most certainly can. And like I said, I have to give one of the reasons why I'm here. Stacks has given me so much. Steve, Real Mob Radio Network, a good friend too, like a little brother, Gunsmoke Timmy. Guys have talked to me, tried to help me. Stone Sours give me good advice. I'm new to this. I have a lot of experience, but one thing I can always bring to this is real shit. I don't have to sit here and act like I'm a tough guy. You know, there's always somebody better. I did a little bit of time. I'm not saying I did 1,000 years. I ride Harleys. I've had 6 surgeries. I've been through a lot of shit, Catholic Church, you know, but I'm a fighter. And that's what I want to teach kids, not to just give up so easy, man. You got to keep fighting, man. You got Damian Traits, man, great fighter. How many times I'm sure he lost a couple, not many, and he got right back up. He's had struggles. Stacks has struggles. The Sailor had him, man. Yankees for life. I talked to him. Great guy. I mean, Maverick, Anthony. I'm sure we can all sit here and sit at a table, and tell our stories and what we've been through. You know, yeah, that's right. So they need to know that people care. They don't think anybody cares. I mean, think of this. They locked all the dads up, most of the minority dads. Then they funneled the streets with drugs and now you got kids that grew up without fathers and they see the street and it's like how they going to listen to an old head. What's that going to do? Like that doesn't, no, what can an old head tell them? They don't want to hear it, and they think that they have it all worked out. I mean, we were all that way. I'm 48. When I was 20 years old, 20 something, I mean, you couldn't tell me anything. And that's one of the reasons why I went through what I went through. And there was people that cared, like old heads, See, the old heads used to regulate the neighborhoods. They used to sit there and not let the stuff go on to what goes on today, the disrespect. I watched a video the other day where there was two guys robbed a woman with her baby in a stroller, like robbed her purse, just ripped it out from under her. Like in my neighborhood where I grew up, as soon as we found out who did that, that's it. Done. Even to this day, that dude would be dealt with by somebody. And I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying that's somebody's mother, sister's aunt, cousin. There's no more respect. We have to bring it back, you know? And however we're doing this or however I'm trying to do this, like I said, I'm not perfect. Stacks has been on me and a lot of other guys. That's why I'm trying to put this content. But we all get together. We can do this, But the drug thing is really bad, and I guess some people really realize like it just doesn't happen, or maybe they're not subjected to it. Maybe they live in a different area, but and all you see on TV is negative, 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 negative. And then you come on here and then you see all through these other channels, you see grown men and they're sitting here whining like females, going at each other for what reason, I don't know, and I'm not digging at one person. I'm just saying, like, the most imperative thing we should be worried about is going back and forth and how much more we should be doing, you know. I mean, I do toy runs, I've done cancer runs, poker runs for kids, lemonade stands, a lot of stuff. And Stacks is, if you check his channel out, he's got a Toys for Tots thing going on. Right after the new year, I'm going to start doing the school circuit again and talking about bullies and, my experience and what I went through and, trying to shed some light on that. So, I mean, I'm here. I'm here because I want to help. I'm here because I want to make a difference, and however I can do that, So, like I said, I appreciate everybody in here, man. Um, Maverick. Who else? You got Anthony. Yeah, kids need to know people care, man. They have to know that. They have to know that I care. I'm sure everybody in here who's here cares. I'm not going to be on here too long. I just wanted to get out here and let you guys know that it's official. I'm here. I'm here to stay. Content every week. I have a lot of good stuff coming up, guys who did time. My cousin's a parole officer. As you know, Philly is the murder capital of the country right now. He works for violent offenders. And Yeah, Damien, man. Well, I'll see you over the Christmas holiday, brother. I'm coming up. My son's going away for a little bit. I'm gonna come visit. Damien's a great dude. Shout out to Damien, man. And so we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff, a lot of content. I'll be coming up with more things. And is that Maverick? Thanks, brother. I appreciate you, Maverick. Um, what else am I gonna say? Yeah, make sure you check out Stack's show tonight, man. He's got Chicky coming on. Great dude. I mean, it's gonna be a great show. Yankees for life, solid dude too, man. Cash Boy 215. My email is a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it up right now. If anybody wants to get in contact with me, I'm here. Especially Cash. I want you to get a hold of me so we can link up. No, you ever need to talk about anything, man, I'm here. Don't fucking hesitate. Call me. You know what I'm saying? That's my email address. Anybody wants to get a hold of me, you know. Um, I don't know what time it is now, 7:20. I'm not doing that bad, I don't think, for my first time. I'm trying. What else? I don't know, man. As I go on, I'll start having content prepared, do my homework. I just like tonight was just off the cuff thing. I just wanted to come on here and just people have been asking me when you're gonna start. I see a lot of guys with their subscribers up. I mean, it's not really about that for me. I would like it because I would like to reach more people, and the more people in this journey, the merrier. You know, um, with everything coming up, think of Christmas that's coming up, man. Anybody who's ever grew up with something unfortunate in their house, like we raised 5,000 toys for kids I think it was last Sunday. I mean, and now you have so many kids that are going to go, without anything. And it's a tough time. So try to just be humble, be kind. If you're worried about just donating to certain charities, you can find out Salvation Army, Better Business Bureau. You can find out which ones are reputable, which ones have a good score. You could donate that way. But if you have it to give, donate. I mean, obviously pray for everybody, even your enemies you have to pray for. You know why? Because even Jesus on the cross said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I mean, they don't really understand that when you're being disloyal, that's just not like they might think it's okay. Excuse me. They might think that they got over, but nobody ever gets over. It always comes back 10 times fold. Doesn't matter who you are, tenfold. There's guys, these guys, a lot of guys out here on this damn mob tube shit and whatever you want to call it. They're all glorifying the life, saying they're out here for kids and they want to help kids. I don't see them. Just doesn't make sense to me. But they can do what they got to do. I'm going to do what I got to do. And I got a lot of good friends with me. And oh man. But yeah, anybody interested, man, on mertaclothing.com. I have some more designs coming up this week. I had to make some adjustments to the webpage. I have some legal things going on, hopefully, in my behalf. I mean, obviously, I want to talk a lot more shit. I want to come on here and tell you everything, right? But I can't because of the legal ramifications. But just know, if you see anything other than omertaclothing.com, it's not real. It's not me. It's not me. There's a lot of other guys claiming to have that, and I could go hard right now, but I don't want to do that. Carlos, thank you, brother, man. Salute to you, my man. Yo, that's a solid dude right there. Every time I see him in the chat, Carlos is always, giving me big ups. I send it right back to him. He stands his ground, whatever comment he makes, controversial or not, he stands on that. Salute, my brother. God bless you and your family, man. That's my main thing. Like, anybody can walk around and talk tough. Who the fuck wants to do that? I want to spread happiness, man. Kids, maybe that's why the kids are so fucked up, because everybody's so miserable that they think that's how you have to act. Like that's not what you have to do. You don't need to be that way. Look, life is about knocking you down. There's nothing in life easy. If it was easy, come on, man. but you have to be strong, especially if you have family, you have kids, you have people that depend upon you. You have to fight. You don't give up. My email is up there. If anybody has a problem, they need something, I'm here. I'll help anybody I can. Not the smartest dude in the room, but I feel that my experience is warranted. And I think it can really help somebody. You know, and there's a lot of people who can help me because I give all my respect to the people who paved the way before me. Guys, man, like old timers. Like I don't want to give too much away because I have a lot of biker stuff coming up too. Like I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews with guys who were in the life, maybe out of the life, and a friend of mine. One of the biggest interviews that's going to be coming is one of my closest, dearest friends. Is He's been locked up 26 years. I talk about him a lot, and we're going to do a video or a phone call, and we're going to record it. We're going to talk about how the prison, what's it look like? How's the kids coming in? How is it? How is it nowadays? Like, what is it like? What is the biggest thing? Like, as you're in there, what do you see? What do you see is the biggest catalyst for these kids going far? Everything's pulling the gun. We come up in a day when you fought, you did that, and then you shook hands. Now it's just a gun or nothing. All that PPA money was around. That's gone now. People are running wild. So I don't know how. I think we can fix it, but it's tough. We all got to work together. We got to do this thing. We got to help people. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Carlos, great. Yeah, and another thing too, Carlos, what I'm trying to do now is I'm gonna try to, as I'm doing the anti-bullying tours in school, I want to try to start something new. I'm gonna try to start hitting the schools for the kids and having each kid tell me what they feel is the reason for, maybe like from the youth. I want to hear from the youth, like as well as from maybe some of the staff, at the schools, because obviously they're going to tell their side, kids are going to have another side, and then there's going to be the truth. Because I mean, I feel like the expectation is set so high for these kids. If they don't have the nicest clothes, if they don't have Jordans on, if they're not hip, if they're not cool, I watched one of the shows the other day. I think Stack's friend, and the guy was in a wheelchair, and he was talking about how the kids were blocking him. He's in a wheelchair and they blocked him so he couldn't move. Like in my day in school, nah, whoever did that, it wouldn't happen. Because like when did people become so callous? Like it's getting to be so disgusting. On some of these shows, I hear grown men calling women pigs and all these other kind of names. When I think where I come from, you don't do that. So how's that shit helping kids? You teach a kid to talk to his mom or whoever, a woman and call her pig, or grown men with their pants hanging down telling a kid, yeah, I'm in the streets, I got shooters. Like stupid. You know, People need to grow up. It's about to get real. For my last dying breath. I mean, I want to help these kids. It's my job. I have to do it. I want to help them, whatever it takes. I have a good army of friends and support. And it's like, I don't know. It'd be so easy to just say, you know what, fuck it, and not care, right? Hi, go in your house. I feel bad for the women who can't walk to the corner store. I feel bad for the kids who can't play outside because they got, fear of getting shot. Just where I'm at right now, I'm right out of Philly. I'm like 6 minutes out of Philly in a little suburb, Collingdale. Right from where I'm from here to like probably 2 miles down the road. Not too long ago, it was all over the paper at Academy Park. There's a little girl, 8 years old, got shot. She died at a football game. I want to address a lot of that. Parents and at the games and the fighting, and it's getting bad. From a coach's standpoint, it's really getting out of hand. So, like I said, I don't want to take up too much time. This is my first time doing a live on my channel. I appreciate all the support. You guys really, man. Yeah, it's, they think. Yeah, man, Carlos, you're right. It's exactly that, bro. That's exactly right. Kids, I grew up with not a lot, government cheese. I was humbled. So when I made mistakes and tried to get the fast money, is just because I wanted nice things. And you know, that's never the way either. That doesn't last long. The only thing I have to say is with all these other channels and everything, you know, the thing that they're failing to say, don't let anybody tell you. They all say treachery, these guys aren't real. These guys aren't this. This isn't this. This isn't that. This is the reason why. Everybody knows going in. Everybody knows going in, right? When you're going in a football game, the quarterback's got the plays. When you're in the street, what's to come? Death, jail. I mean, what else? I mean, it's the truth, man. It really is the truth. I don't condemn guys who, if you ratted or whatever you did, I live by code. I got a lot of friends incarcerated. I'm not worried about that. What I'm saying is like, there's guys out here that act like they're for the kids and they're not. Kids need to see that life should never be freaking glorified. And I don't like when I see that. So if it's about treachery and it's about deceit, but then guys cooperate or whatever they did, so what did that make them, right? It's the same thing. Now, if you live your life like a jerk off the rest of your life and don't do nothing, or you change your life like some guys on here, there's only really one guy that's on here that I see trying to do something, changing his life. I gave him a shout out before. I don't need to say names. Other than that, I mean, look, what we have to do is realize now everybody has kids, grandkids, everybody has family members. This life, this chaos in the street is going to affect and is coming to a neighborhood nearest you. So we have to get together and we have to do this. And you know, I think that I'll wrap it up on that one. Everybody in here, man, hit the like, subscribe button. Thank you so much, man. I promise you, I'm gonna make you proud. I got a lot of great content coming. I'm an off the cuff guy, wear my heart on my sleeve. I wanted to dedicate this episode to Sean Michael Tansky. He was like a son to me, man. And it hurts, it really does. But you know what? I know Sean be proud because that's all he wanted me to do. He loved he loved this. He loved what I was doing and the journey I was on. And I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of hard. That's him right there. Sean Michael Tansky. Yeah. Great kid. Gone too soon, man. So I want to help a lot of other people, you know. Gunner 6, what's up, bro? It's my clothing line. Omertaclothing.com. You're going to see other ones out there claiming to be me. I trademarked this 2002. Omertaclothing.com. That's the webpage. My email address is in the chat if you want to get a hold of me. But I got to get ready to go. I know Stacks has a show coming up at 8 o'clock. Check it out. It's going to be a great one. Everybody in here, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. God bless you. God bless your families. I wish everybody success, even the haters. You know why? Because it's never going to stop my shine or my smile, And I tell everybody, again, God bless you, your families. I'll be next week doing a couple shows. I'm going to put out as much content as I can. And, from the bottom of my heart to yours, man, God bless. Omertaclothing.com. Remember, you got to live by a code. I'm not saying you got to talk all this rad and not rad stuff, but you have to have values. You have to have integrity. You have to stand for something, man. Like these kids, if they don't stand for something, they're going to fall for anything. Like you got to build kids up. They need that influence to show them, look, you know what? That character, like, yo, you're great. Even if you're mad, you're a great kid, pump them up. A lot of these kids, man, they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see, and they feel like, they're going to die anyway, so why not just do whatever? And it's sad. So I think we should all help these kids, man. I'm out of here. God bless always, man. Have a great night, and God bless again. Take care. It's Coda Streets out. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I know I said it a million times, but I won't be me if I didn't say it, you know. It's the ADD in me, man, you know. I have to go medicate now. Take care, fellas. I wish you all the best and God bless.